Hi, in this video we discuss about some of the features introduced when Java 8 was released. Traditionally, interfaces have only abstract methods. It won't have a concrete methods. But when Java 8 was released, concrete methods also allowed in interfaces. You can declare a concrete method, but either you have to mention it as a default or you can mention it a static. So default methods and static methods are introduced when Java 8 was released. So in this video we will see the use of default methods in interface. Okay, so let us create a package, this project com.training. So inside this package we create one interface, namely we create an interface like iPrint. Okay, so inside this interface we declare a abstract method print. Okay, we declare an abstract method print, void print. Okay, so now we create one class and that class implements this interface and provide implementation to this print method also. So let us include a create a class named printer. So this class printer implements this iprint interface. Okay, so class printer implements iprint. So inside this class, we will implement this iPrint interface method, namely void print. Okay, void print. So we will have a system.out.println inside this method. Okay, and it should be a public void print and system dot out dot println, and we simply print document printed. Okay, document printed. So we have implemented this method inside this class. Okay, so now what we do is we will write one main class and create the object of this class and call this method. Okay, so what we do is we will create one main class, main, and inside this main class main method we create the printer object. Printer e equal to new printer, and we can call this method p dot, this method name is print. So now we have called this method. Now we can run this code and see the output. Now so now this text is printed, document printed is displayed. Okay, so now what we do is we will have another class, we create one more class, another class called multitasker. Okay, so this multitasker class will will be used to perform many operations, multiple operations like printing, scanning, all those things. So in order to do that, we will what we do is we will enhance this iPrint interface by including more methods. Suppose we want to enhance this iPrint interface by declaring methods for additional requirements. For example, we want to include a scan method. So now let us do that one. See, void scan. So this method is a abstract method. We have included this method in this iPrint interface so that we can implement this scan method and print method in the multitasker class. Okay, we can go to the multitasker class and we can uh, provide implementations um, to these methods inside the multitasker class. So, but for doing this, we faced one issue or a problem. The problem is because we have introduced this scan method into this iPrint interface, the existing class is now breaking. It breaks the existing code. This, see, the printer class now it is broken because we are getting the compilation error like printer must implement the inherited abstract method scan iprint.scan. So the problem of introducing a new abstract method inside a existing interface will break the existing code. To solve this issue, Java introduced the default concept. So suppose you want to, suppose you have we have a interface or we have many interfaces which are already implemented in many classes. Suppose an interface is used, the existing interface which is implemented in many classes, and we want to enhance that interface. And if we want to enhance the interface by adding newer methods for uh, adding more functionalities, but to avoid the breaking the existing code, we can, as per the Java 8, we can introduce default methods. So we can now we declare the scan method as a default method. Default method are concrete methods, so it will not break the existing code. At the same time, we can provide implementation to the newer classes. For example, in this scan method is not at all useful for printer class, so we can define as a default method, but this method we can implement it in the multitasker class. Okay, so how to define a default method? So simply use the keyword default. Okay, so and provide the uh, concrete method body. Here simply print inside default method system dot out dot println. So here simply print inside default method. Okay, inside default default method. Okay, so now what we can do is we can go to the multitasker and we can provide implementation to the print method and the scan method. Okay, public void print and can provide implementation to the print method. Okay, so we can print display document printed here, and also we provide implementation to the scan method. So public void scan. Okay, scan, and we provide the implementation, proper implementation here, document scanned. Okay, so right. Now what we can do is we can go to the main class, and inside the main class we can call the this printer class printer object. We can use the printer object to call the scan method. Here only the default it will not, it will only print, it will display the it will execute the code of the default code concrete default concrete code inside the iPrint interface. And we can also create the multitasker object and we can call the methods multitasker m equal to new multitasker. Okay. And we can call the methods. We can call the methods m dot print and m dot scan. Okay, so now let us run this code and see the output now. Okay, now let us run this code, um, and see the output now. See here what we got it. We got document printed. The printer object method, print method we called, so it prints document printed. And printer object scan method we have called, it prints inside default method. And we have called the multitasker print method, it prints document printed. And when we called the scan method, it prints the document scan. That is, it is the version of the multitasker class. Okay, so in this way the default methods are useful. So in summary, whenever we want to enhance the existing interface, so we can introduce a new methods inside the existing interface. To avoid breaking the existing code, we can introduce default methods, so that this default method will not actually break the code. Then in the newer classes, the classes you are going to write, which will, in that newer classes we can implement the default method in our proper way. That is, whatever implementation you want to provide, you can provide it in the newer classes. For existing classes, this default method serves as a concrete code will serve. So the code will not break. That is the idea behind the default methods. Okay,